Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sugar Acidali. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Like this video, comment down below, let me know, gang. Now, on today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I always talk about. Please, it's Saturday, kids are running up and down, just in case you hear any noise. But this is something I've always been talking about, and it has blown up. There's a drug epidemic, and it's affecting our community. It's affecting the children you spend so much money bringing to Canada. I've done several videos, and for the benefit of those that may be watching my channel for the first time, welcome. On this channel, I just give gist. I do not give advice. I always say that I don't have savior complex. I don't give advice. I just recommend, give gist. I would much prefer that people don't even do it, because I mean, as a content creator, we are always looking for content, but it's advisable you pick the ones that apply to you. So I did several videos where I talked about parents not bringing their adult children to Canada alone, especially when you do not have, there are no guardians, you're not coming, especially teenagers. In fact, from the teenage age up, please know your child. And I made different references where I said, even if you have 5 children, and you train all of them the same, one person might just be different. That's why it becomes very important for you as a parent to make out time to know your child. Know your child very, very well. For some of you, it may benefit you more that your child actually does first year, a bachelor's or whatever they call it, first degree in Nigeria or in your home country, where they are still under supervision. Also understand that it's not set in stone. There are many people that have done first degree in Nigeria. I would even use reference with my school. Like my secondary school, all of us came in, as kids, we're like 9, 10, when we started its boarding and all of that. From then to SS3, different characters. And our whole lives afterwards, we spent 6 whole years together learning almost the same thing. But everybody went on different paths. Sometimes even siblings from the same family, 5 children. Who ask, where is this person? It's just the mystery of life. Now, my recommendation for those old videos were, number 1, I had mentioned it. Some kids have to do their first degree, probably in Nigeria. And you, the parents, you cannot keep, outsourcing your responsibility. When they were babies, you had nannies. When they started entering school, you outsource your responsibility to teachers. You outsource your responsibility to the boarding house. You outsource your responsibility to university. There's never a time you have that personal connection. Issues will arise. We have to be hands-on. This is a different generation, okay? So one of my recommendations for Canada was they need a guardian here. Or you come with them, settle with them, and always have a visit visa. You cannot leave your child. You cannot ever be at a point where you cannot drop him at any point to make sure your child is okay. Okay? Very important. And this is the state of emergency. I believe that there should be this kind of videos to alert parents. I have 3 videos that I'm going to show, like 3 different individuals. This is a no judgment zone. Nobody predicted that their life would turn out this way. Shout out to Read on the Street. I think that's the Instagram page. He's been meeting different homeless people and speaking with them. And we have like 3 people, Marcel, Simi, and Peter, that have been following closely. And they are all Nigerians. I'm sure probably there might be other Nigerians, but we do not want a situation whereby we keep seeing Nigerians. Let us nip this in the bud. Like when he's still young like this. In Peter's own case, Peter just came in December 2023. I came in January 2023. So Peter came in much later than I did. And for his situation to turn like this, I mean, it just shows you that many things can happen, okay? All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Parents, this is the point to come forward. Guardians, this is the point to come forward. For those of you that like entering class late, you enter in the middle and then you now start asking me why my own son is here. My son is 7. I don't know if I should. I don't know how I should explain it again. I don't know if you expect him to enter university at his age or what. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's an age your child gets to that sit down will not work. If Micah shouts now, I just say, could you sit down? Immediately solves it. It will not always be like that. There will be a time I'll tell him sit down. Maybe that time he's taller than me if he knows walk. But me, I don't see that happening. I don't, maybe that time he has grandchildren, because I don't know when. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's start off with the videos from Marcel.
What's on Canada?
Well, Canada is a good country, but for those thinking you come here, you make money and everything, it's not as easy as you think. You would make it eventually, but you can't just think it's going to be easy. You'd really work hard, and it's going to, because there are a lot of Canadians too who are not having it easy. A lot of people here in debt. A lot of people who even moved from Africa here as well are not doing good, and one like me, I'm having it very tough right now. It's never been this tough for me. I used to do delivery before, but to get by when I got my work permits this year, but now it's really tough because I lost my phone, and the e-bike I borrowed was stolen as well, and now I owe the person about $700. Yeah. So.
And you came to Canada alone or with family?
Yeah, I came alone. Like, my mom sponsored everything. My parents actually, my dad actually supported a little.
And when you talk to them now, like, what are they saying to you?
You know, the thing is, my mom would still have been able to support me, but after the COVID, like, the borders were closed, and her main source of income is import and export. She also deals with agriculture, but I don't even like to disturb her because I know what she's passing through back home herself. Like, she had to even sell her car.
Wow.
So I don't like to trouble her. I know if she had, I don't even need to ask her. Standing right
I've asked you to leave. You're on my property, man. You're in my doorway, man.
The argument at Bob's, man. What happened since then?
Yeah, we reconciled. We became great friends after that.
No way.
Yeah, like, I go to buy things from him now every day. He asks me how I'm doing. We
That's
talk about
amazing.
personal things.
So you guys were able to laugh about it after?
Yeah, we laughed seriously about it. Like, even talked about the Jesus Christ thing. Like, it's amused him too. Jesus Christ!
Alright, bro. So, yo, what is your name, man?
Marcel Tabai Yusuf.
Where
Nice
are you
to
from?
meet you. Nigeria.
And so what brought you to Canada, bro?
Well, initially I came as a student, international business, but it's not been easy since last year. Like, I was in school and everything. I have sickle cell anemia. I had to leave school, not just because of that though, but for other financial issues. Any Nigerian would understand what I'm talking about. Like,
Last night, where did you sleep, bro?
well, I left the shelter. I don't have a place of my own now. So last night I slept in the street bus.
Wow.
After I left the hospital, because the cold, made me very sick and all of that.
You got housing?
Yeah, I got my house, Unit 3 Avenue.
Congratulations, bro. That's a something, my dog. What was it feeling when you first walked in and they gave you the keys and shit?
Whoa, it felt like peace.
Oh, you have to go to the hospital, bro. You have to go to the hospital. Marcel, bro, you have to go to the hospital, brother.
That eating facility?
Yes.
You're lying.
Yeah, man.
What?
You have to go, fam.
The food is gonna chop off. Go. You're gonna chop it off. Yeah, well.
You have to, like, really be on it, bro. That's no joke.
It's
Tell him go
even
there.
spreading.
Tell him go. What?
Started here, so
What the heck?
Fighting every day for what?
Fighting. To get better, I'm way off track.
What do you need the most?
What I need the most? I need a phone right now and a job probably, or something that I can just do to earn a living for myself, like, can't keep
But yo,
calling this person.
how are you
asking.
gonna do a job if you're struggling with an addiction?
Don't worry about that. Well, I know I can.
You think so?
I know I can. It's
Okay, but you need
one
to-
of the
you need
things
to
that
cut-
cause this stuff is loneliness, idleness, and not doing anything. If you have something, I tell you, most addicts got addicted because they were just there, nothing to do, no one to talk to, and everything. If you have people around you and you have something to do to take away your time, I bet you 15 hours would go by and you won't even notice you have not taken anything. I'm
Yo,
telling you.
Marcel, that was some real shit right there, bro.
Yeah, so-
A lot of people are out here smoking because they're bored and they don't know what else to do.
Exactly. That's
You
how
just
it all
need
starts.
guidance.
Guidance, exactly, and somebody to talk to, encourage you. like you also need the encouragement and motivation as well.
That's why I'm here, bro.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The first video was highlighting, I think, an altercation he had with one store owner and how he's feeling now. Basically, he's homeless. He has sickle cell anemia. When you send your child to a new country with sickle cell anemia, asthma, I think there's no way you send that child just like that. That's like, no, it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. Better that they are near you. There are many people that have come here with sickle cell and they've never had crisis. For some reason, maybe the weather or something, like sometimes even in the cold, some of them survive it. I'm talking of asthmatic people. They feel like, oh, even though there's cold, there's no dust, and people have different testimonies. But please, your child should not be used as an experiment to check whether a country is good or not. And they are very developed. You carry your child and come and play that game with us. From his videos, I would say being homeless in Canada, he looks like he has experimented on drugs. I'm just speculating. It looks like he may have. That's one thing with being homeless in a country like this. It is so close because even if you're homeless and probably you're having bipolar, there's always medication for something. The medication for that thing might now start giving you another thing that will make you think, oh, somebody will introduce you to another drug that helps calm you down. The first day you take it, you find out that you're a bit calm and then you get hooked. The availability of drugs in Canada, this is not the kind of place to be homeless. There are safe injection points. That is, you are homeless. You may not see food, but you will see safe injection centers. Doug Ford recently released a memo talking about those that are homeless doing drugs in the open.
So this afternoon, our government will introduce legislation that will protect communities, clear out encampments, make our parks and public spaces safe again, and get people the help they need. These new measures include amendments to the Trespass to Property Act to enhance penalties for people who deliberately and repeatedly break the law. The legislation will also make it crystal clear that it is illegal to use illicit drugs in a public space, including encampments. Police will have the new tools to direct individuals to stop the use of illegal drugs or to leave the public space, with fines of up to $10,000 and up to 6 months in prison for people who repeatedly use illegal drugs in parks and public spaces. As part of the measures we're announcing today, we're requiring more accountability as to how provincial investments are being spent.
When I talked about it, I said there was once I was using the train when I initially came to Calgary here, and I saw some homeless people openly using drugs at a bus stop that young children access. It has been very crazy. It has been very, very crazy. There are certain things that you would think that common sense will solve. If we make sure that the homelessness issue is gone, most of these things are not out in the open, then we can solve it. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The next video is Simi. Simi came in from boarding and she had made a bad fashion or a bad business decision, so to speak. All right, so let's watch her video.
Hold on to hope because it's dangerous to lose hope.
Simi, where are you from?
Nigeria.
What was it like when you came to Canada?
When I came to Canada, I was going to school in Hamilton, so it was pretty good. And I was in boarding school, so it was pretty good.
Did you come to Canada alone?
Yes, I did.
No family?
I applied by myself to come to Canada, which was really difficult. And yes, I came to Canada by myself.
Okay, and so how did you end up on the streets?
It's a long story, but it's mostly because I invested in business. I invested in a business idea that failed. I was in George Brown College just down the street.
Wow.
And I had a fashion business. And yeah. And also the housing, like the change with housing prices in Toronto. Also my mental health, anxiety. I struggle with anxiety. And so working a 9 to 5 is quite difficult. So I'm trying to figure out what to do and how to balance myself. There is an issue with housing. You know, it's not so much detox, it's not so much hospitals, it's not so much like the mental health, like the therapy. It's more so housing that there's issues with.
Wow. So are you currently homeless?
I I'm working on it. How are you doing?
I'm alright, yo. So did you know our video was gonna go viral?
I swear to you, I did not know that people were gonna see that video. Like I hadn't slept for days. I was really out of it, and I just told myself I need to be as honest as I could be.
Facts.
I did not know the video was going to go that far. I did not know the video was going to be seen by so many people and talked about. I'm scared to go online because I'm scared of the negativity that could come with the good people are saying that I was as honest as I could be. And you know, I appreciate people that support me and people that have seen my work before and are trying to encourage me to go back to my work. And I'm really grateful. The committee of Nigerians from Halton came to see me today, and they brought food. Her name is Nana. They brought food. They spoke to us. They said they're coming back on Monday to follow me to Service Ontario to get my ID card.
Nice.
I'm really happy, you know, that I have the support because I needed encouragement. I've been in this country since 15 years old without mommy or daddy. And, you know, my family members are taken aback by the video because, you know, they didn't know I was going through so much after being laid off, you know, by my security company. But I'm trying my best to figure out my housing, figure out detoxing, and figure out how to just get back on track.
Alright.
Like
Well, you look good, yo. You look nice.
You.
You look fresh.
Thank you. My goal is to get back to work and get a place.
Yes.
You know, and then plan myself by the grace of God.
I think you're closer than you even think. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I hope so.
You are. Is there a last message you want to put out?
I'm really grateful. Thank you to everyone. I can actually take steps to owning up, you know, my story and propelling myself forward and humanizing mental health in Nigeria and around the world.
All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. In Simi's own case, I think she says she has anxiety, and it affects her if she's doing a 9 to 5. You know, before coming to Canada, there are some of these things that people say that I don't really, how would I even put it? You would push us as a back burner. I think there's something in this air. There's something in this country. There's something buried somewhere. These things are real here, very real. There's anxiety even in Nigeria. There's anxiety in many places, but you might think, see, you have your own theory, but I always feel like there are certain, you know, when in Nigeria, almost every junction, there's a prayer. Like my father's house back then, there was a church just at our fence. Even when you're sleeping, they're doing 9 vigil. And then you'll be like, I just want peace and quiet. But you really do not know that some of those things are clearing atmosphere. It helps us a lot, though. I see. It's until you come here, you see something like anxiety, and you be like, what do you mean by anxiety is not making you to work? It's a big deal. Just, this is a country, like she said, she had a bad business decision and she became homeless. Of course, cost of housing. That's why most times I tell you students that are coming here, I've said this on several videos, even if your father is giving you 10,000 a month, you cannot stay in a condo. Save the whole 9,000, carry 750, go and pay for one room, use the remaining 300, buy your bus ticket, buy your phone bill, save the money. There are many cases where these parents, God forbid, run into serious financial problems. Like in Marcel's case, he talked about his mom. She could have helped him, but lockdown, her business just folded up. She's having her own difficulties. If you're sending a child here, are you sending a child that can hustle? Or you're sending a child that you spoon-fed from childhood? It's going to be tough. There are many people that came here, their parents lost job or lost this thing. They did not even feel it too much, minus the emotional part, because they were hustling, they were doing warehouse shifts, they were packing shifts, they were cleaning, they did not use that as an excuse to be on the streets. And I'm saying that because, not because to shame them or anything, but because you need to have the zeal first. Because there's a certain level of confusion that comes when you lose your major sponsor. There have been cases, people's uncles, after you've gone to pay for condo 2,008 per month, you've signed lease of 1 year, you are living the high life, you are not even eating in the house, you're eating outside back to back, the money is coming. Suddenly, they say the person is dead. How do you convince that 2008 person to go and live in a shared house with other housemates for 750? To cook only when, you know, the kitchen is free, to learn how to clean up after themselves? You know, how do you convince somebody like that? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The last person here is Peter. In fact, let's talk about Peter's case. So just watch this video first.
Bro, what's your name?
My name is Peter, sir.
Peter?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where are you from?
From Nigeria.
When did you come to Canada, bro?
2023 December.
And what was your experience when you came?
I came in as a student. I was doing good, but all of a sudden, my dad, who was my sponsor, fell sick. He got stroke. So they were unable to support me again. I became homeless. And
So you're homeless right now?
yes, sir.
How old are you?
Just 25 years old.
25 years old.
Do not come here on your own without having someone that will guide you.
What do you need the most right now?
Shelter will help me the most.
Are you in the shelters right now?
No,
Warming shelters?
no one shelter.
They're open.
I don't know anyone around here.
Okay, after this, I'm gonna tell you.
All I want my future, I was able to finish with school.
You did?
I did finish.
Oh, okay.
But I want my future to go back to school, just be successful and get out of this. It's not easy.
What if your family sees this video?
If they see this video, especially my mom, she will be surprised.
You're here alone. Of course you're gonna struggle, bro. You know what I mean?
I know.
Don't think that they will hate you. Do you know? That's your family, bro. They'll love you no matter what, you know?
All right, guys. So in Peter's case, he talked about his father being ill, and that was it. So the money was not coming as much. He dropped out of school, and yeah, I think for Peter, it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. There was a follow-up video. If I find it, I would add it. I was trying to look for it, where after this time, you see, even in Peter's video, Simi's video, Simi was also looking very clean. I want us to nip this in the bud because we do not want them to fall into deeper, conditions, like more dire conditions before we step in as a community, as a Nigerian community. So the same applies for other African communities. The same applies for the Jamaican communities, different communities that have people on the streets. If there are things we can write, if there's a way we can, set up signatures, those things that need different signatures, where people sign and pressure our politicians into doing something about the homelessness. It is becoming so much. And this is a very cold country. There was one video about a guy who was so sad. You can watch it on the Reed's channel. He lost his fingers on both hands because of frostbite. Let me say he has been homeless for long. I mean, come on. If it's dogs, if it's cats, if it's this, we can save. So it's really frustrating. On the lighter side, there's one guy called Eeko. In fact, they found him. I think he found Peter's video and he was like, he wants them to film him, and also his own video is like everybody getting on for body, but watch Eko's video. Let us talk.
You said you wanted a video today.
Yes,
Why did you want one?
because I saw one on YouTube in front of Sam's. I liked it. I said I'm going to have another one. I'm trying to look for help or a girlfriend or a girl to chill with or some money. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be by myself. I don't want to be homeless. I want to associate myself in the community, but I'm becoming a nuisance. I'm becoming home alone. So it's kind of too painful or too stressful.
You need to seek help, bro. You know?
Where? How? Where can I find support?
All man with waiting, they worry them. In this one's case, he doesn't want to be lonely. He doesn't want to be alone. He's looking for a girl to chill with. Everybody get waiting, they worry, and he's been like his need is valid, so to speak. But I would say we should, anytime you're in this kind of situation, don't say where can I get help? Who is there to call? No. If you're going to any country, I beg you in the name of God, plan yourself. Some people have this escape mentality that you're not even seeing anything. You're like, let me just escape. It's not going to work in this Canada. It's too cold. There are people that even plan themselves, and one sack is pushing them closer to homelessness. They can just sack maybe the breadwinner. They are getting close to homelessness because every month there are bills to pay. That is why you have to imbibe the spirit of hustle. Be able to do whatever it takes, especially in a country like this, and always keep your roots. Never be ashamed to get to the point where you call your people and say, I'm ready to go back. Prodigal son, may them laugh you. There are people that have overstayed their welcome in this country. You have made mistakes, you have made errors to the point that it will take you a lot longer if you continue to stay here to get yourself back than for you to go back home and arrange yourself within a place that there is love, within a place where you're not too conscious about the bills. Anxiety will drop. You're in Nigeria, in your father's house or your mother's house, you're sleeping. You're not thinking of rent because most is their house. They're not paying rent. You can sleep like there's this panic and anxiety that comes, especially living in a place where you want to relax. You remember, soon they will remove gas bill, this bill, internet bill, that bill, bills on bills on bills. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The drug availability is making it worse. Also, peer pressure. You bring your child here, you think you're doing all the right things. Be sure that the child is not one that will bend to peer pressure. There are lots of fentanyl is a deadly drug, deadly. Some of you are so happy to run to Canada because you heard that weed is legal. Hey, don't go and buy the one that they laced with fentanyl. There are many people that have died. Their brain has knocked. While you are doing this, your weed as if it's heaven and earth. My brother, my sister, be very careful. Sudden death of sponsors, sickness of sponsor, loss of sponsors, business have been key indicators as to how people fall into depression, people fall into these kind of situations. Most of these people you're seeing, like boarding school, they're coming from boarding school. You have parents that there's nothing wrong with it. Many of us went to boarding schools. There's nothing wrong with it, but most times, if you with boarding school, you really don't know your child from 9 to 16. Let's say 9 going to 10, 10 to 16 plus or minus. They spend most of their time in school than with you. If you're not somebody that you're sure of the way you trained your child, I would advise you think again. Unless you have an aunt or a sister in the country where you're sending your child, that would at least help. If not for anything, especially with children that are coming here, accommodation is key. If you have somebody that can accommodate them, I'm sure that many of these people will not be in this situation because the first thing is accommodation. If somebody can accommodate them, if you can say, okay, see, this is my sister or this is my uncle. Most times, you know, when most people say with Canada, everybody needs something and all of that. Until you get on your feet, I think having a place where you will stay and keep your head, it will help. It will help a lot. And then for many of them, they may never have left the country without help before. That is the reason. So please, in your local communities, anywhere, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think parents should take note of? For me, I just come and I deliver the news. I have said it before. Many people choose to read different sides. I'm always lucky in terms of the ratio of people that understand to the people that have chosen not to understand. The people that understand are a lot more, which is something that I always am happy for. The people that choose not to understand are quite stressful, and because most times I try to want to explain and make sure everybody understands that when it comes to bringing your child to this country, it's not like I'm saying that you should not bring your child. Some of you have overexalted the West above your present country, that you cannot even fathom that somebody will sit and give you the advice that maybe your child will be better off in Nigeria. You cannot fathom it. You're like, no, let them go there. When you know you, uncle, you were a stubborn person. You married a very stubborn wife, and you people think your child that you sent alone to Canada is gamble, is 50-50. He might meet God and become very nice and become very industrious. The other 50 might be he might not be able to. And nobody should blame those children. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If in any of these cases, the parents had visit visa, it ever got to this position where you cannot even reach your son, I've lost my phone, I've lost the bike, immediately reach out to these people. If you know their relatives or anything, reach out to the channel that reads, send the person a DM. Somebody in your family needs to get a visa. Somebody in your family that probably has somebody should come and take these people out of the streets first. if the best thing for them is to leave the country, please let them leave the country and start healing. Let them leave the country and start healing. Some people will say no, they should stay here and seek therapy. It's plus or minus. It depends on you. For me, it's better you catch your son when he's still early and the child is alive than for them to call you at any point that child is in a body bag. God forbid, it's not our portion. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I remain your girl, Asi Darling. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as usual, please watch my other videos. Share your thoughts. Share these videos. Make sure to like if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.